Governor Perry was in Washington today, but the legal wrangling over his indictment kept developing here at home in Texas. His attorneys now have a sworn statement from a man who worked inside the Public Integrity Unit they say clears the governor of accused wrongdoing. KXAN's Chris Sadeghi shows us why Perry's opponents say that is misleading.
Since being introduced Monday, Perry's attorneys have said the veto in question was solely because of the actions of Rosemary Lindbergh. But some opponents say the veto had other motives. Perry's legal team had an answer Thursday morning.
This thin indictment really falls apart without them being able to float this unsubstantiated rumor.
He's referring to the Public Integrity Unit investigation into illegal grants at the Cancer Prevention Research Institute of Texas. Some accuse Perry of trying to stop it. His attorneys spread this sworn statement from the primary investigator in that case, saying their investigation found no wrongdoing by Perry or his office.
The CPRIT issue that the Democrats are trying to peddle is just a red herring and a phony issue.
As one might expect, that sworn statement's being taken two ways. Perry's attorneys say it proves he did nothing wrong, but on the other side, they say it exonerates the governor of something that was never alleged.
The question was never if Perry was involved. It was about Perry protecting his donors.
Edward Espinoza at Progress, Texas, calls CPRIT a scandal-plagued agency that gave millions of dollars to organizations that donated to Perry, and that the governor had motivations he tried to keep hidden.
He put together an O.J. Simpson-style legal defense, and I think that if he wasn't worried about things coming out, he probably wouldn't have gone that route.
That legal team is already hard at work. From the Capitol, Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
A spokesperson for CPRIT told us it would be inappropriate to comment on an ongoing case and that it's a matter to be handled through the designated channels. We wanted to give you more background on the employee who signed the affidavit on the investigation into the Cancer Prevention Institute of Texas. Christopher Walling started his law enforcement career as a jailer at the Tom Green County Sheriff's Office in San Angelo. He then worked as a peace officer for the San Angelo Police Department, the Texas Attorney General's Office, and the Lakeway Police Department. Walling worked at the Travis County District Attorney's Office for 5 years before leaving in November of last year. We're not sure why he left, but he secured a job in the private sector. He's now working for the Texas State Auditor's Office. Here's a little background on CPRIT. Texas voters approved money to create that institute back in 2007. The goal was to give grants to fund $3 billion in cancer research and prevention efforts. But in 2012, state leaders put a moratorium on grants amid allegations of corruption. Lawmakers restored the budget after making changes to the agency. They reconstructed the process to oversee the way that CPRIT gives away grants. The legislature also added procedures to prevent conflicts of interest.